Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and today we are going to be telling you why you are stuck in Division 2, Division 3, whatever division it may be, and how you can climb division rivals on FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. What I need you to do, if you enjoy this video, if you find it helpful when you get to the end of it, do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Cheers. We're going to be talking about 8 things that I want you to go ahead and apply into your game. Stuff that you may have heard before, stuff that you haven't heard before. Just a little reminder on what you can be doing to go ahead and win more in division rivals. Starting off with point number 1. Let's go and talk about the rival structure and the change to it this season. Well, this season, the beautiful thing is that you reach checkpoints where you can't get relegated. Absolutely madness, right? Whether that's in Division 7, Division 4, Division 3, whatever it may be, once you reach that beautiful blue checkpoint, you cannot get relegated from that point. Why is that a point? You know, why does that matter, Mr. Analyst? You might be thinking, well, last year, the problem that we had is that when you wanted to get better and you wanted to improve, you might have to go and work on something in your game, and it might mean that you lose a couple more games. Well, this year, it doesn't matter whether you lose 100 games in a row, you are still going to be at the exact same point once you reach that checkpoint. So when you are identifying something that's wrong with your game, something that you want to improve on, you can go and focus on it and not care about the results, which is absolutely beautiful. So many people get caught on winning, that they don't actually work on what they need to do to get better. So if you're sat there and you're saying to myself, Mr. FIFA Analyst, I'm struggling with right stick switching. Oh, beautiful. We've done a video on that anyway, so you can go and watch that. But you can actually go and focus on the right stick switching for the next 10, 20, 30 games till you feel comfortable with it, and you're still going to be at the same point. That way, you're getting better and you're going to see that long-term kind of improvement over the next week or two. Point number 2, and a very simple one. And whether you want to get this on a sticky note, chuck it in front of you, tattoo it on your forehead, put it wherever you need to, I don't care. A very simple way for you to get more results on FIFA 22 is stop using the sprint button. Magic, isn't it? Absolutely magic. And you're thinking, well, what does that matter? When you sprint, you take big touches. It gives the opponent the chance to step in and win the ball. When you watch high-level gameplay, they very rarely sprint. When do they sprint? You know that thing that we play on? That beautiful green grass, and there's room to run into, and there's no players around. That's when you sprint. Then when a player comes close and puts that pressure on, we are then going to let go of that sprint button, and we're just going to dribble. How do you fix this? Go into a game and basically say to yourself, I'm not going to sprint for this entire game. It's going to be, unless you're defending, and that's different. But when you've got the ball, it's very difficult to do, but it's going to start to get you into the habit of actually just working the ball and moving the ball around. Something that so many lower level players do. If you watch, or maybe if you even just take note, how many times do you lose the ball when you hold the sprint button? You'll be absolutely mesmerized by how many times you do. It's crazy. It's something that you need to go and work on. Trust me. You'll come back to me in a week and go, that was a great tip. Thank you. That helped me climb XYZ divisions. Point number 3, and one that is very odd given that, you know, we make these videos here on the channel, but you guys just don't seem to do it, is full custom tactics and game plans. So many people have one tactic, one formation. They don't have a variety. When does a variety come into account? If you're winning a division rivals game 3-0 and it's the 80th minute and you're looking good, shut up shop, change formation. Put men behind the ball, frustrate them, park the bush, do what you need to do. See out that game. You have to have full custom tactics and game plans. If you're losing 3-0, you need to know you've got a 4-4-2 ultra attacking, a 3 at the back, whatever it may be, and that is what's you're going to change to. You're going to use the D-pad to change to your attacking, your ultra attacking, instead of having to pause it, because you might have already used your 3 pauses, and now you are screwed. You can't do anything. Full custom tactics and game plans are crucial to helping you win that game of football, that game of FIFA. It's going to help you climb the divisions. Make sure you have a variety. How do you do this? Use different formations. Work out what works for you and your play style. What do you enjoy using? What sort of formations do you like? Do you like the width? Do you like the narrow? It doesn't matter which ones you use. Just use stuff that works for you and have a variety. A tactic to see out the game, a tactic that you start the game, a tactic that's a little bit more aggressive maybe than your normal tactic, and then an ultra attacking aggressive tactic where you're getting pummeled and you might as well try and pull something out of the bag. But please make sure you've got a variety on there. Driven passes. FIFA 22 driven passes are the holy grail. They are so strong right now and so broken. You might be sat here going, I don't like using broken stuff. Fair enough. Don't use it then. But if you want to get better and you want to climb the divisions, use the stuff to your advantage. No one cares. Like when you look at it and you try and go for that, you know, noble kind of thing. Oh, I don't want to use it. This is broken. Your opponent's going to use it on you. So it's your choice. If you want to use it, listen to this advice. Driven passes, the R1X, the RBA. It's very simple to do. You R1X it on PlayStation. You RBA it on Xbox. So driven ground pass. The ball moves at the speed of lightning. It's absolutely rapid. It just, boom, it goes. It flies to your striker's feet. You can use this on the wing. You can use this in the middle of the park. We've done a video on it. You can watch the video. I'll put it here if I remember. If not, 4 attacking tips in the final third, something like that. That's what it's called. Go and watch that if you want. It's a great way to just penetrate and get onto the defensive back line and take those defenders on. Make sure you put them into your game. They are so strong and so good. If you're not using them, you are putting yourself at a disadvantage. All right? Put them into your game. It will help you speed up the attack. It will help you combat drop back, because instead of building up slower, you're now building up quick. You're now building up efficient, and you're getting on to that defensive line. Please go ahead and use it if you wish to. It's really, really strong. Point number 5. When you actually get in on goal, you want to put the ball in the back of the net. One of the most effective ways to finish right now is just shooting it across goal, across your body, across the goalkeeper. When the goalkeeper gets close, hit it across him. It works really well and effective. It's a very efficient way. We're looking 2 to 3 bars of power depending on how close you are. Yes, finesse shots outside the box still work. Yes, low drivens, when you're quite close to the goalkeeper, 6 yards out, still work really well. But inside the box, I'm talking 16 yards, 17 yards, just inside, ever so slightly. Shots across goal are your best friend. That's where goalkeepers receive the nerf. They can't save the ball in the top corner anymore. If you have got someone with really good shot power who can rifle it, just go for the shot across your body. You don't need to hold any other button than the shoot button and aiming that left stick across your body. It's so nice and simple. It's going to be your go-to finishing technique 9 times out of 10. Ensure that the defender isn't in the way, so you're not going to get an AI block, and that will help you win more games by purely just putting the ball in the back of the net. Sometimes we overcomplicate it. Sometimes we try and do more. Sometimes just taking that shot across your goal, across the body, because it's so strong, will help you get the ball in the back of the net and win more games. This next one really interests me because I think the community is very divided on whether this is allowed or not. Byline drives. Running to the byline, sweating it across goal. Going for that RBA across. Going for that normal pass across. Whether you want to use them again or not is your choice. I use them because they're strong. The opponents allow you to get there. Everyone expects you to cut back in and look for that finesse. Don't do that. Just run to the byline, click A, click X, pass it across goal. Bang, you've got yourself a nice, easy and simple goal. I actually really like them because you can fake going in on the inside to look for that, finesse, but you don't. You run to the byline. It just sells the defenders every single time. It's, again, such an easy way to get goals that you can probably get an extra 1 goal every 2 games from doing this, because defenders don't expect it, especially in the lower divisions. They just don't anticipate you to go there. Please go ahead, put these into your game as well, and you will see a massive return on your results. So this next one is an interesting one. We're going to talk about the meta, most effective tactics available. If you're sat here and you're watching this video, you probably have a little bit of an urge to want to get better at FIFA 22. You want to beat your friends. You want to climb the divisions. You want to do better. You want to have more fun. Winning makes it more fun, right? You want to use the you want to use the meta when you're doing this. The meta, the most effective tactics available. If you want to use Harry Kane up front, that's fine. You can do that. But what you're essentially doing there is running a race, but putting bricks in your shoes. You're making it harder for yourself. And that's what you're doing on here. Harry Kane versus Son up front, or Gabriel Jesus in form. Them two, Gabriel Jesus in form, technically not as good of a card, but he's quicker, he's more agile than Harry Kane. Harry Kane's a better finisher, but he's very difficult to use. Try and stick to the meta. We've done lots of videos on meta tactics, meta players, meta formations, meta play styles, and so on. If you really are serious about getting better at FIFA, sticking online with that will help. Again, if that's not what you're interested in, that's fine. You do you. But to the people that are sat here watching this going, yes, that's what I want, make sure you try and stick to the meta. So if you're running someone like Fabinho in your team, take Fabinho out, go and put Alan in, go and put Onyenka in. They're a bit quicker, they're better on the ball, they've got better agility, balance. Even though they might not be better defensively, they're a better meta, quote unquote, card. And last but not least, to help you climb division rivals, practice makes perfect. It's a beautiful old saying, isn't it? When you play and you practice, and you actually have a practice with a purpose, you're saying, right, I'm going to play my division rivals and I'm going to focus on X, Y, Z. This is my plan over the next week or two. This is what I'm going to do tomorrow evening when I play FIFA. That's how you get better. Just aimlessly playing 100 games in a week isn't going to make you a better FIFA player. Yeah, sure, you might pick up a few things, but what you actually do is generate more bad habits. Play some games, analyze those games if you can, work on what you could have done better in those games and how you can do it, and then say, I'm actually going to focus on finishing, composure, tackling, positioning, jockeying, again, whatever it may be. Identify those issues and try and apply them into your game and work on them. Practice makes perfect on FIFA. If you want to climb the divisions, that is a very easy and simple way for you to do it over the next 2-3 months. So there you have it then, ladies and gentlemen. That is our advice for you players that are Division 2 and below wanting to climb the divisions. Some of the kind of simple ones is don't play after a loss. If you're having a bad day, step off and play something else or do something else on FIFA. Those sort of generic sort of advice as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Do come over to the Twitch stream as well. We stream over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst pretty much every day. Come on over, say hello, ask your questions there. It's the best place for you to do so. I'll catch all of you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.